Welcome back to the League of People. I am B. Craig, most unprofessional on the set. Let's go around, let everybody know who we are and what's your favorite shoe brand? Go. We'll start with Miss Scooby over there.
All right, y'all, it's Scooby. And I got my little bunny bear baby right here, so I got to make sure my baby don't fall. So
Emotional support bunny.
my emotional support bunny, yes it is. Everybody know my favorite shoe brand is Dunks. I love Dunks. I have no idea why. I just do.
They call them donks.
Yeah, they're Nike
Yes, sir.
Dunks. Yes. And I've got just about every color in my closet.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And it's crazy because I remember I told Barbara K like 2 years ago, I was like, I'm about to start me a Dunks collection. And I did.
Can you bring the mic a little closer to you?
No, way away from
It was way over there
It
too.
was
On
way over there. Let me
They
find
probably ain't heard. Now she said, "Go
You know I
ahead."
talk loud. They probably still heard.
They probably
know
did.
that's right.
Every mic probably pick you up in here.
Not too much on me.
I promise you, I won't. Go ahead,
I know when to go. You ain't gotta tell me when to go.
girl. Go ahead.
This is Laura Lee, the favorite one of the group.
Not
My
favorite.
favorite brand. If you don't know, you already know.
Jordans.
There you go. All day, every day.
I think that's where my little baby get it from. And I think it's him because that's his name. I think the first time he saw his name on the Jordan shoes, he been hooked ever since.
Yes.
And he was like 2. He was like, my name. And so then he just like Jordans.
All right, can't wait to hear your response, boy. I don't can't wait to hear this.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I am V. Craig, Mr. Unprofessional, Mr. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there will
you
ever
added
be.
stuff now. Wait a
The
minute.
best there is, the best there was, and the best they will ever be is me. My favorite shoe brand. It is a balance between. I do like Jordans, but I also like Timbs, but I haven't brought Timbs in a long time because I was in a great, lovely state of Hawaii. But I do like Timbs, and I'm ready to get my Tim collection back up and running. Today's topic.
His emotional support bunny.
I have my emotional support bunny too. It's light brown, just like me, because I'm 30 years old. But the topic,
Boy, please.
the topic of today is we are gonna have a discussion about politics and news today. That's what I'm discussing. Laura Lee might be a little quiet on this conversation.
Me too.
But we're going to talk about some things and politics that's been going on for a while. I want to talk about it. First thing I want to talk about, what is your take on TSA workers not being paid right now?
That's crazy.
Backstory. Right now, their TSA workers are not being paid because Congress cannot decide on whether to put rules in place for ICE people. They want ICE people to take off their masks, wear cameras, and get warrants when they go into people's houses. The Republicans are like, no, they should keep their masks on. They don't need all that extra training. Democrats have said, yes, they need that training. They would not move on a bill to fund Homeland Security until that is done. Everybody understands that the Coast Guard and TSA falls under Homeland Security. So right now, and a lot of
literally ain't got nothing to do with them, and they ain't getting paid.
Right. So TSA is not getting paid, but somebody got to be there to keep the airport safe.
Yeah,
So they move ICE to the airport, but ICE can't do what TSA do. So it's like ICE is just there to take up space right now in the airports. And airport lines have been like 2-3 hours just to get through TSA. For those of y'all that have flown before, y'all know TSA usually max is probably about an hour, max if it's on a busy time, and probably 10-15 minutes on if there's like just a short amount of people. But now it's 2 hours and lines are wrapped into the parking garage.
That's crazy.
So what if you had a job and you didn't get paid, would you leave your job?
Yes.
Yeah, you
I
may as
got
well quit.
bills.
You ain't getting paid no way.
I got bills gotta be paid.
Exactly. That's how I feel like it was. Remember when the shipyard was, they weren't getting paid? I'm like, you look at these people, like these higher up positions that's making these decisions, your bills getting paid. But you want these people to keep coming to work and work for free. They bills ain't stopping just because y'all decided y'all don't want to pay them.
right.
That ain't
Agree.
right.
That's right.
Agree.
That's not right at all.
I feel like the bill should be, if any part of the federal government is not getting paid, the president and Congress should not get paid. I'm sorry, the president is not already get paid. I'm talking about Congress not get paid, and the president should lose a lot of his extras. Like Air Force One, gone.
Yep.
You a ride with everybody else.
Right. There you go.
Yep.
And coach.
Yep.
There you go.
UN Secret Service.
Yep.
But Secret Service is not getting paid neither, but they still got to protect the president.
Baby.
Like that would have been my last day on
I'd
the
be
job.
like, oops.
That would like
That's a free service. The free trial has
expired. There you go.
You're right.
So, but do you think with how the atmosphere is around the president's cabinet and his clowns, do you think this will deter people from working for the government?
I think it do anyway every time the government shut down. Like, you had so many people who leave their government jobs because, I mean, it's really nothing you can do. It really is nothing you can do, and you can't be like, oh, I know the government gonna shut down next week, so like that don't be coming out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah.
So you can't prepare yourself, and I think that do deter a lot of people from getting government jobs.
Cause back in the day, a government job used to be like the talk, like, man, get you a government job. That's a guaranteed job right there. That's good money right there.
They struggling just like we
struggling. Yeah, they struggling harder than we are right now with this regular job.
Exactly.
That's like, and then the bad part about it is that Congress just went home for 2 weeks. They're home for 2 weeks, so that means TSA workers not getting paid for another 2 weeks.
Dang.
That's crazy.
But somebody has to be there to keep us safe when we fly.
When they go back, do they get back pay from the when
they will get back pay.
They just don't know.
But they just don't know when.
That's crazy.
And then like, what do you tell your bill collector?
Exactly.
I was going to say,
Hey, mortgage company.
What did you tell the mortgage company?
I'm sorry, but I ain't getting no paycheck right now.
Right.
car note.
Right. That's crazy.
Damn. And you remember back in the day, so I think Tyler Perry went last week and he was trying to give the TSA workers money.
Yeah, I seen it was like 200 something.
But I think they told him that he couldn't do that because TSA workers can't get tips.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How about meet me in the parking lot?
So he ended up putting it on a gift card for him.
Oh, yeah, he put it on a gift card. Yeah.
Meet me in the parking lot when you get off. I got something for you.
But also, I think Elon Musk also volunteered to pay all the TSA workers too.
I mean, well, that was
they might as well. They got the money.
Right. Exactly. They got it. Could pay every last one of them people in their salary.
Do you feel that with this and everything going on right now, do you think there will be enough people to put Republicans back in charge again and come midterm elections?
I don't know, Dad.
I don't know.
But you know what I do know? Well, what I think? When times like this, I think they need to set up something to like a backup like payment system for like when the government shut down, so that people can still, even if you can't pay them like their whole salary while the government shut down, like to give these people something, because that is not right. Like that's messing up people's livelihood
and people credit.
Yeah, baby.
Your credit was a 700, now it's probably a 500.
About 500 now.
You'd have missed about 2 months right there.
Yeah, I think they need to put something in place like for when the government shut down and stuff, so that way at least help the people. You know what I mean? Like you got to manage your money while you're.
But okay, but that will go back to you should always have a rainy day fund.
That's true. Yeah.
But how long do your rainy day fund be before it runs out? Cause I think TSA workers on check number 2 that they haven't got now.
They get paid every other week or every.
I think they get paid every 2 weeks. I think they get paid in the 1st and 15th July, like the rest of the government.
Okay.
Can you imagine working at Planners and they like, we ain't paying you no money?
You got that right.
And you still gotta come to work.
Well, keep me off the schedule till you ready to pay me again. I'm tell you, no, I'm not working for free for nobody.
But the news have also been saying that with this going on, that the TSA might not bounce back from this for years.
That's crazy.
Because a lot of people is not gonna come back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not, because they're gonna be looking like, oh, well, if this happened again, they don't want to go through it again.
Yep.
So yeah, I think a lot of people aren't coming back.
And I think they was also saying that because of this, you gotta look at, well, because of this and the war, you gotta look at now plane tickets are going up even more because gas is going up. I paid $4.78 for doggone 93 today.
Dang.
I feel like I was back in Hawaii.
Oh my God, that's a lot for some gas.
$4 is at what's the name of that doggone store?
Royal Farm.
At the Falls. On Falls, that's wrong. That's Royal.
Farms,
that's Royal.
The farms that's Royal.
You don't drink. You only know what cupcake or whatever you drink.
All right. I couldn't get it out.
What you were trying to say?
I at the farms that's
funny.
Royal. I paid for it. Gas was $4.78.
Almost $5.
Yeah,
93. I can only put 93 in the car.
that's crazy.
Look, when you open the gas tank, it says 92 or above.
Oh,
So I don't got no choice.
you ain't got no choice.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. Like, it made me think that. So in Hawaii, that's basic gas price right there. So if gas, I can imagine like you probably paying close to $5.30 a gallon in Hawaii.
Yep. Maybe close to
It's a lot for some gas.
Yes.
But like,
crazy.
just like Barbie K said, you can complain about all you want to, but you need gas.
Yeah.
You gotta get from point A to point B.
from somewhere.
You still gotta use the gas to your point A to point B. So that's why I said like, you really can't complain too much about it.
We'll never see $1 some change no more for gas.
Oh no!
Oh my
damn!
I remember when I got my first car, gas was 99 cents a gallon.
I was about to say that too.
Oh Lord, baby, I filled my whole tank up for $13.
We'll never see that no more.
You would never see them days anymore.
Sure won't.
Ooh,
$13?
99 cents a gallon.
Yep. I remember that.
You said $13 to fill up your whole tank?
Yes, $13 filled up the tank. Yes, indeed.
$40 gave me a half a tank.
Who? I put $50 in my car the other day, and it got me like right before the F.
I put $40 in my car. They gave me a half a tank.
40.
40.
Oh
Damn.
Lord, I don't. Want
It used to be 50 to top me off. Now it's and it's gonna be close to $80 now.
Ain't no way.
See, like $40 would bring mine to full, but I don't know how much it'll be now.
But look, let me tell you this secret. I work 10 minutes up the road, and that's what spoils me too.
Yeah, I ain't far from my job.
Cause I'm like, you like be like, I'm gonna get gas tomorrow. 140 miles to in.
Yep.
I can make at least 3 more days with this gas right here.
Man said 68. I better get some gas before I be walking.
Don't worry, but I said that today too.
Yeah, because she in Northern Suffolk now.
Yes, now I gotta go to Northern Suffolk. I'm like, Lord, I used to be 13. It take me 13 minutes to get to work with like 12 minutes.
Yep.
Damn.
Do you think this side of Suffolk will ever be as, I don't want to use the word beautiful, as profitable as Northern Suffolk?
I don't think so.
No.
Why?
Cause you look over here, it's like it's more neighborhoods. Toward that way, it's more businesses. Like you got the businesses over here, but like over there, like that's all you see. You got to go down side roads to see neighborhoods and stuff. Like here, it's neighborhoods. You riding down Main Street, you got houses here.
You're right.
So like, I was talking to a city inspector, right? And he was telling me, because I was telling him that I wanted to buy a lease area for B Crave Productions, right? And then I wanted to have like a roll-up garage to where when we want to do performances or do something like that, people can come in. And I did not know you can't do live performances here on this end of Suffolk. I was like, huh? When have you ever seen a live performance outside in Suffolk?
That's crazy.
And I thought about it, I was like,
I ain't never seen nobody.
you're right.
Yeah.
And then he went to educate me more. He was like, a lot of the houses on this side of Suffolk, he said a lot of the land on this side of Suffolk was owned by black people. Back in the day, our ancestors were owned by black people. He said it was owned. He said then a lot of black people died off. And they never told their families they own land here in Suffolk.
Oh wow.
Then that land got auctioned off. Guess who? Guess who brought it? The white man brought it. So now all this land is owned by white people now. And I did not think about it. That's why you'll never see, that's why there's no clubs here in Suffolk.
We had one.
There's no real clubs here in Suffolk. So that jazz club.
Baby, we had Seven City. Baby, at Seven City.
How long Seven City
hold my
last?
knee up. Seven City was probably out there
I
about
don't remember that. I don't think I was.
What was you doing in Seven City first off with your knees?
getting thrown out with my hand like this here. Security had my feet up like this right here. Yes, baby.
So you was in there fighting.
Me and Law.
You was in there fighting.
In my defense, we weren't fighting, but this guy kept rubbing on Lala. And so we was getting ready to fight, and security kicked us out. Well, they didn't kick us out. They threw us out. I mean, that man, he literally had my hands behind my
Was
head. like
Lala
this.
liking the man rubbing on her? Did she tell her to stop?
No, that's why we were about to fight. Like, why you keep touching her?
How old was y'all?
Woo, baby. I ain't had no kids then.
Young.
I ain't had no kids then.
Oh.
I was young. Oh, yeah.
They used to have a jazz club here in Suffolk
Sure
too.
did. I remember that.
That
Oh,
didn't
that
last
main
very
street.
long.
Yeah.
It was behind the
Behind
bank,
the, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Right there behind it. What
that
is it?
didn't stay open long at all.
BB&T.
Yep.
Right there, yeah. Better light.
But how did the Booster Club make it this long? But they don't be partying like that, do they?
I think because it's members. That's why.
Yeah.
It's
like
a
old head.
private event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jeez, but like when he told me, I was like, there has never been no real clubs here in Suffolk. That's why there's no amphitheater or nothing like that.
We had a movie theater too, long time.
Amphitheater. It's not a movie theater.
Oh yeah.
I said amphitheater.
Yeah, we ain't had no
How
performances.
you get movie theater out of amphitheater?
I was trying to think what
Have
we
you
had.
been drinking some of the doggone cupcake over there?
I've been drinking water and lemonade.
Amen.
What's in the lemonade?
Lemons.
Reverend, please. Be great, please.
But it's things like that you have to look at when you in this city of Suffolk now.
That's crazy because I never really thought about that for real. I never thought about it.
When the man told me, I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Back.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Now he did say it is one club right now that is still in Suffolk,
What club?
but it's owned and operated by white people.
What club? And so
He told me where it was, but I forgot. I would have to ask him where it was, but he told me I forgot. But I was just totally so like when he told me, like I really had to think about something. Like, man, you really telling the truth though. It's like that here.
I ain't good with streets, but he must be talking about the one by Planet Fitness.
Shrine Club.
No, it's a white club. It sits right off in the.
Down that street and round all the way back there in the back by the water. Ain't that the
No.
Shrine Club?
The motorcycles and all that be out there. Oh, I can't think.
Like I did not know why you think
I
about
had to
it.
show you.
He also like I did not know because you've been in Suffolk your whole life. Maybe so for your little stint you left.
Yeah.
But I did not know like all Godwin used to be nothing but just golf course out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, with trees and stuff out there.
It's golf course, not trees, golf
It was
course.
still trees and stuff out
And
there.
he said
Yeah.
they eventually sold that golf course to all them developers. That's
When
how
they
you
built
got all
the
that
new
land
hospital out there. That's when they
Yeah.
started bringing all that stuff out there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because you know the hospital one right there at first.
I remember the
Yeah.
old
You remember the old
And then and then I told him like there was a studio out there called Horizon Studios out there. And he was like, you see how they got rid of their building there, how they sold their building there because they're trying to take all that everybody to build new houses out there.
Well, they need to build it. Centerra need to get some of that land out there and do something with their parking.
You right?
Parking's that bad in Centerra?
Yes.
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 I don't go
it's
there, so I don't
horrible.
know.
It is horrible.
Yeah, it is. I don't
Yes,
like going
it
out
is.
there really.
I thought it
Yeah,
was called
literally
Oversea.
park all the way over there at the gas station. Just
And it's
walk to
called
work.
Oversea.
Overseas Centerra, Overseas
It is.
Ben.
Obeechee. You know, it was named after the Obeechees that founded Oversea.
I don't know.
The who?
Obeechee.
Who's Obeechee?
The Obeechees. It's
don't know.
You call that man a bee?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
I never heard that before in my life.
Me either.
because y'all ain't from
Obeechees.
Suffolk.
Right, we from P-Town.
Ask anybody from Suffolk. It's Oversea, but it's
I always thought it was called
Technically.
Oversea.
it's pronounced Obeechee.
Oversea and Godwin own most of this whole doggone earth.
It was,
Everything named after Oversea and Godwin.
I got his husband was Amadeo and his wife Louise, because that's why it's Oversea, Centera Louise. I mean Oversea Louise Hospital. What is it?
Oh, I don't know, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an old Louise.
You try
was his wife.
to educate us on
Yes.
old Luis.
Yes.
I don't know.
You know they buried in the hospital, right? They bodies in the wall.
The new one?
Yeah.
Where they moved them from the old one to the new one?
Yeah.
There wasn't no but bones and dirt down there by that time.
Yeah, and that's probably what's it's in there now.
And they probably that's why all that they probably walking
I think like down there somewhere on the ground level, somewhere.
in the
In the wall. They
In
in
the
the
wall?
wall. Yeah.
like a crypt. They call it a crypt, right?
I don't know.
Oh, they call it a crypt.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Yeah, they in the wall. You ain't know that?
Right, and they are in the wall.
Yeah.
They are in
It's
the wall.
Amadeo and Louise Obeechee.
I've heard it before, but I ain't never believed
Yeah.
How is it in the wall?
Yes. Yes. Amadeo, he founded Oversea. Yes.
Child, I guess. I'm
Did you
never,
say that's scary?
I'm never
Scary,
going to that
scary.
hospital. I'm never going to that hospital.
I don't like hospitals that way.
I go to the VA hospital where I always go.
That's why I don't like visiting hospitals. I don't like
That's
hospitals.
why I don't go out to the VA.
I don't like the smell. I don't like none
Well,
of
they
it.
told me I could do community care out here. I said, sign me up, baby. Because
Oh yeah,
I hate driving.
Community care be giving me the business sometimes. They be keeping me
I
out.
hate driving and then having to keep going all the way to Hampton.
Speaking of the VA, so the VA said when you do community care, do you ever see how much VA pays in regards to how much they charge?
No.
Okay, so they had sent me. So I do. Y'all know I do counseling. I may have some issues, but I do counseling. So
You lying.
you shut your mouth. So I get my community care letter in the mail, and it tells you how much counseling was, how much VA
I
charge.
think I have seen one of those.
Counseling
letters.
like $200 and some a session. You know how much I pay?
How much?
$0.
$0.
Baby.
That's about right.
It's $200 a session.
You know what I didn't know though? Do you know the VA covers 100% like urgent care visits, like 3 a year?
I heard about that. I did hear about that.
I did not know that until like this last time I went, because I got my insurance with Centera too, plus the VA. She was like, we can just take the Centera off, because she was like, we have some kind of contract with the VA. Like they do 3 urgent care visits per year. The VA covers 100%.
Right.
I was like, well, yeah, baby, go ahead and put that VA up there.
So look, let me tell you about my insurance, baby. I got insurance from the state.
You ain't paying nothing. Yeah, I don't even want to hear it.
I got TRICARE because I'm a dependent. And I got VA.
Yeah, you ain't paying nothing.
I ain't paying jack nobody. I can go anywhere I want to. I just don't trust the state insurance. I don't know how state insurance is, but I was really focusing on more on the dental side for state than anything else, because VA dental they only covers cleaning and exam, and that's it. They don't cover nothing else.
I would say the VA, they looked out when I had that surgery. I think it was like I think my Centera insurance covered everything with like $2,000. And I got that job from the VA, so they covered that junk. I was like, good looking out.
I know that's right.
Good looking out.
I was telling the lady the other day, I had to go get my knee reevaluated because at my feet, my plantar fasciitis, because they said I came in with it, so they don't want to get my money for it. And then they said my knee ain't worse off than what they think it is. They were gonna reduce my
What day?
my rating. Even though I was
What they trying to say?
even though I was PNT. So I went to the lady like, you're here for what? I said, she said, your knee? She's like, what? She's like, it shows you're 100% PNT. Why did they send you back here? So I could tell she was really concerned. But also know about that. She was like, I was telling her about I'm like, it's hard to understand and work with the VA. And I said, I'm not the smartest cookie in the jar. Y'all know I'm not very smart.
No, you're not.
But I'm like,
Go ahead.
give me my bag. but I'm like, the VA is so complicated. It's so freaking complicated.
Yeah. They make you do a lot.
Yeah.
Where if you go out here in the community, like, because I had a sleep study done
I've been
in the
trying to
VA.
get one for the longest.
Oh my God. It's so much
you don't.
you got to do.
No, you don't.
They make you do 2 just regular sleep studies. You do the first one, then you come back, you do another one, and they want you to do that. It's like that one is the one, like they really monitor you for that one. Then if they find out like you have sleep apnea, you have to come back and do another one with the CPAP machine. I ain't do all that. Like I did one out here, and they were like, "Oh, you got sleep apnea." Like, okay, let's give you the like. I'm like, wow, you got to go through so much with the VA. Like, what in the world?
You know what the VA gave me? You know what they gave me?
What?
Put this on your finger and sleep with this at night.
I ain't even go back.
I was like, what? They gave me a little
I ain't
thing.
even go back for
so
the
they gave you a
lesson. I ain't
little
go back.
monitor to put on your finger at night, and then your phone will record you sleep.
That's like the one of the
Such a
at-home
garbage.
ones.
I hate that mess so bad. So that's why it's a waste of my time.
I did that one when I started doing the community care. They Centera sent me for that one. You go up there, they give you all your equipment and stuff. You go home, you got to put a little oxygen thing on your Wi-Fi, your thing. You got to hook some stuff up to you.
Oh, I had to hook that number. Just put it on my finger.
Yes, you had to hook up some stuff. Like I had the little baby helping me hook myself up at night to go to bed. Like, I mean, it was a lot. But then come to find out, like, I mean, I guess then, like, I had lost some weight. They was like, no, you ain't got sleep apnea no more. Like,
They told me I didn't have it neither.
so I'm like, the VA wants you to go through all of this. Like, I mean, it's like 3 or 4, like, different times. You got to keep going back. I'm like, y'all know I already don't like driving. Then you got to go all the way. They sent me to, it was a place over there on Bridge Road. I'm like, Lord, what in the world? I'm like, I got to keep finding somebody to get the kids, to get them to school in the morning because y'all want me to keep sleeping overnight over here.
I had physical therapy for my knee, and it snowed here in Suffolk. That's when it snowed real bad here in Suffolk, but it did not snow in Norfolk. So the lady can tell me,
Like,
welcome back. I said, it snowed. I said, y'all didn't close down when it snowed. The rules are we cannot put the veteran out of their way. So if it's snow, rain, sleet, or hail, we have to be right here in his office.
that's some essential employees.
Dang. I was like, but it snows. She's like, I
Baby, that's
understand
one
that.
thing I don't like about working in a hospital.
I said,
And they let
"Girl."
you know anytime if it's a snowstorm coming, they be like, just remember, y'all are essential employees. In other words, that means have your tail in here in the morning.
So, okay, since we were talking about VA, what is your feeling on the war right now? I'm sorry, the conflict.
I don't know. Like, I follow this stuff, but then I don't. Like, I don't know.
Do you think we should be a part of it?
No.
What you think? Cause you about to go to sleep.
Yes, because I don't talk about this stuff. It's not even important.
Oh my God, Jesus! I'm gonna need you to get your life together.
No, I just don't like watching it. It's not.
I
important.
just feel like certain stuff, like the United States input themselves in stuff that ain't got nothing to do with them.
But you say you feel like not, but why is it not important? Because that stuff affects your job and affects your gas and affects your money.
All I say, put gas in the car and get to work, and the job still
It might
running.
just cost me a little more,
I'm
but I'm
good.
still put it in there.
If farmers can't grow the peanuts, that's a problem, right? Because right now, if China ain't taking our grain, because we can't get it, that's gonna eventually affect planters. That's why I say it's important to watch the news.
It's not important to me because nothing new.
I know, because like I don't really watch the news either.
Me
I ain't
neither.
gonna lie to you.
I don't watch the news. I'm sorry, I just don't watch.
If something happened and I'm like, oh man, that's interesting, then I look at the news.
Yeah, that's about it.
But like,
Yeah.
as far as like just really looking at the news every day, I don't.
No, it's not entertaining. I mean, it's not
It's not
entertaining.
entertaining. I mean, I was about to say I don't want to be depressed every day, but looking at the news. But then,
it ain't never nothing good.
but baby, my TV stay on the Investigation Discovery Channel.
you know what my TV say on?
Granted, that my
You know what my TV say on?
music videos, R. Kelly.
Disney Channel. I look at cartoons all day, 24/7.
Yeah, I love
That's
me some
it.
Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, thank you. I love it.
Watch Phoenix and Ferb. So okay, since you did bring up cartoons, we grew up on what Bugs Bunny,
Yep.
Daffy Duck, and all that, and Animaniacs. So
Yes.
now you got what Phineas
they
and
got
Ferb and
Yep.
They made a
Bluey.
new Animaniacs. I don't like it.
Who?
The Animaniacs.
Is it off
I
now?
haven't seen
They made a new one like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so I used to
and
watch
I'm
it.
like, this is not the same.
It didn't give me that same.
It did
oof.
not.
No,
It did not at all.
I was like, well, this
It
ain't
did.
right.
Nope.
We're trying to take over the world. It didn't give me that. I want to take over the world with you. It gave me that. You just checking the box, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, I like.
But they came out with two Smurf movies too.
Oh, yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch it like that.
Yeah.
Cause then they kidnap the girl Smurf.
Yep.
She stayed getting
Smurfette.
kidnapped. She stayed getting kidnapped.
Not too much on Smurfette.
She stayed getting kidnapped. I'm gonna need to work
Maybe
on
she
her.
was getting kidnapped on purpose.
She wanted her legs in the air. What you trying to say?
She trying to get smurfed.
Okay then.
That was a Smurf kids.
She needs some Smurf babies.
Can Smurfs get pregnant?
Yes. I don't know.
Neither.
Somebody had them.
The whole time we watched Smurfs, I'd never seen a baby Smurf.
Smurfette was the only girl.
And she they had to run trains on her to get
Oh. Who phone ringing?
I find trains on Smurfette. Oh God.
They would had to run trains on her for her to
Yeah, because she was the only girl Smurf.
Exactly. That's nasty.
That is. That's a little wild.
But did she go with one of the Smurfs?
Not really. No. They didn't have all that in there. Just a
So you
cartoon.
just trying to tell me them Smurfs were walking around, there were only one female and she was
Smurfette
just-
with her Latina dress on.
Yeah.
and nobody felt kind of
That's crazy.
extra.
That is crazy.
No one felt a little extra, I want to
See,
knock off Smurfs.
kids now will probably they will probably notice that with Smurfette being the only girl. You know, we were looking at the Smurf. We weren't even thinking about Smurfette
'cause
being the only girl Smurf. Like,
Because I mad on stuff like that.
right?
But now you got shows like Big Mouth.
The heck is big?
It's on Netflix. There's a cartoon called Big Mouth.
The heck is
Oh,
that?
ain't it?
No, it's not an old cartoon.
Oh.
I ain't
Big
never heard
Mouth.
of it.
What's an adult cartoon?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I don't look at adult cartoons.
And they talked about a lot of adultish things in Big Mouth.
Oh.
It was like an alter ego to the little boy who went to school. And he was that Big Mouth was I couldn't watch it. But then you also look at Family Guy. You look at Family
I don't
Guy.
look at that
I
neither.
love Family Guy.
I love Mr. Family. I haven't looked at it in a
I
while.
love
though.
Family Guy.
I love Stewie.
I ain't gonna say Family Guy is my go to bed show. Like I turn Family Guy on when I'm getting ready to go to sleep.
Well, social media is my family, my bedtime.
Me too. That's what I do.
I TikTok myself to death before I go to bed.
I put Family Guy on in a minute. When I put Family Guy on, everybody know I'm about to go to sleep.
If I want noise in the background, well, if I'm at work, if I put noise in the background at work, it's CNN. Because I feel like the only thing I can watch if I know I pay attention to it, and it's just noise in the background. But when I'm home, it's usually YouTube.
Oh.
No.
When I look at Family Guy, it's like I want to watch TV, but I don't put my Legos together or something like that. Don't turn your face at me because I said I put Legos together.
That's all about. So what kind of Legos you be putting together? Cause I seen like this little Lego set, but it was like a whole bunch of pieces. I was like, I probably
No.
I got two
I think I
cars.
got
I ain't finished putting together yet.
I got 80.
He's been doing Legos since he was a child. I mean,
I got a
Cause you know Jaden like doing that stuff too.
That's what he was telling me.
I got a Mercedes and a
It was
G-Wagon
like
put
a
together.
little a Lego city. Like you put
Oh,
on,
that's a lot.
like,
You gotta have room for that,
He
baby.
like Legos. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
love
Barbie
Legos.
Kane. I'm sorry.
Because you
He
get it
love
from her uncle.
Legos.
Because you get it from her uncle, her only uncle.
I
That's
said
why.
her. She said Jade and Barbie K was telling me about it.
Oh, I watched that. I thought
Yeah,
you said
he
she
love
do. I'm like,
Legos.
she only
He
get it
been
from her
like
only
Legos
uncle.
for a long time.
She like
too.
doing a little bit too, but not like with a whole lot.
I
of
don't know
what's
what she
on.
I
likes
got to
to
do
do.
a puzzle. I love puzzles.
Key used to like puzzles back when she was a kid. She used to do it with grandpa.
Barbie K. Yeah.
She used to do it with her grandpa.
Yeah.
Her and her grandpa did puzzles. I don't know how they did it, but they did puzzles in that high
Yeah,
house.
with me too. When we were coming up, I love puzzles.
I can't do puzzles.
Why? What's the difference in the
bored.
puzzle and the Lego then? It's
Well,
the same thing.
No, I'm building stuff on top of stuff.
You
It's
building
flat.
the puzzle.
It's flat.
That's
I
the
can't do no
ADD.
puzzles.
They need a Lego store here in Virginia.
They do. I want to carry you there.
Where is it?
I got to get with Barbie K because she want to catch Jaden.
Where is
We
it?
went when we went to
They-
Thank you.
Haven. We went
Where's
to
Big
Mart?
Urban Air a few years ago. Not this year. It was a few years ago. Last time we went, and we went to that Lego store. And them children had a ball in that Lego store.
You can get stores on there. They have a lot of
Yeah.
sales too. If I had the room, I have a whole Lego city here by now.
I believe it.
Especially if I ain't had no job. Girl,
Be
Whole
sitting around
Lego
doing
city back
Legos
there.
all day long.
I got to carry you out there though.
I can't keep my attention together that long.
I can.
Legos.
Bingo.
But I can do it for a puzzle. Like I don't. That's crazy.
You can keep out. Look, Legos keep. Long as I have something on TV, like what I call like white noise in my ear, like TV or something like that. I can do it. I can do it. And I can stop and do like social media or whatever. Yeah, I have a ball with it. I have a very basic life.
I see. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It keeps me out of trouble.
That's what I'm about to say, because that's all that's out here now. Is a whole bunch of
You ain't
trouble.
lying.
Trouble and STDs.
That part.
Because you would think it would be low by now, but it still ain't going nowhere.
No, not at all.
And they said Suffolk leading the race right now.
Yeah,
I was really joking, but it's true.
Let me tell you something. Working at that hospital, I'm telling you, like that's why I can't be out. It's too much going around out here. It's too
Like
much.
that?
It's too much, and I can't do it. I just want to make it back home to my babies.
I know that's right, baby. I know.
Well, I know people telling me like 757 people be kind of screwing each other. Like it's kind of like this small. Everybody knows
Everybody know about it.
Well, it's like being in Suffolk. Everybody know everybody in Suffolk too, but still. So, I didn't know it was like
good.
that. Jesus, man.
I'm good, player.
Yeah, I'm good too. I can stay right here in my house, but it's nice and safe
Yes.
and no cameras.
And it's like Suffolk, my city, but like I don't want no better. I don't want no better from Suffolk.
Like, I've been seeing what
I don't want
Suffolk.
no better from Suffolk.
Suffolk don't have like the best of things to offer.
Not the best of things to offer.
That's what I mean. I'm not saying everybody in Suffolk is ugly. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying everybody in Suffolk looks good too. But Suffolk is on the
I think it's for me. It's
on
just
the
like
lower end of
everybody
beauty.
in Suffolk, like either we grew up together
They're old.
or like say I'm old. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Shirley.
Because you still older than me, so
I'm only 30. Go ahead.
well, I'm
The man at work told me I looked at 30, so I'm gonna continue that for the rest of my life.
Well, somebody at work told me they thought I was 22.
They didn't know that was a lie.
Where they said it, and it made me feel good. So
That 30 made me feel great. It was a guy that told me, so I was like, oh, that's what's up.
I think it's just like either we grew up together or like we used to hang out, like because y'all know back in the day I was outside a little bit. So I think that's why like the
how outside
majority of
was you?
Suffolk. You said what?
How outside was you?
I'm outside.
Outside.
outside
In them streets.
in the streets.
Was you for the streets?
I won't for the streets,
But you was in them streets.
but I was in them streets.
Lifestyle, there we go. So I like to hear it that way.
Yes, indeed. So I think I don't even look at the men in Suffolk like that. I think that's what it is.
I don't know. I look around Suffolk, and I think the problem with me is I see what comes to the courthouse. Like, okay, I give you a prime example. I was at the desk one day. Man came in the building. He was like, "Hey, I need to know what my girl was charged with." I said, "What you mean?" She got arrested. I said, "Okay, where did she get arrested?" I said, "When did she get arrested?" "Today." I said, "Okay, where?" In the building." I said, "Oh." I said, "Where in the building?" "In the courtroom." I said, "Oh." So I looked at the system and it says she didn't meet court, so they locked her up. She had a failure to appear, so they locked her up. So like, okay, cool. And then he just stared at me. Like he gave me a look like, and I'm looking at him like,
What you want
I'm looking at him like, I don't know which more you want me. I'm looking at him like, so I'm like, is there anything else, sir? He was like, no. And I could tell he was mad because he left. Fast forward to the next day, I wasn't on the window that day. But when I walked to the counter, I saw the girl's name on the screen. And I was like, what's going on with her? They was like, there's a man here asking about when she's supposed to come into court today. I said, okay. But when I looked at the man,
It won't help.
it was her husband. Because the man yesterday was her husband. The man today was like, I was like, ooh, she's a pimp.
She gotta be a pimp.
It ain't pimping if you got it.
I was like, man.
It ain't pimping if
I was like, bro, you know what? I want to be in that courtroom so bad because I hope her husband come back.
you so petty. That other man to come bail her out.
But that right there shows you like what Suffolk has to offer.
How you know they from Suffolk? They could have.
The address said Suffolk. I see everything in the system. And then you got guys coming up there smelling like straight weed factories.
Let me tell you, when I was in there the other day, I was like, y'all just get up, smoke, and come in the courthouse.
No respect for the court.
Oh,
None.
I mean, he was sitting right down. He came and sat right behind me. And I'm like, ain't no way.
No respect.
You smell like this in the courthouse.
In the morning. Like, bro, you just roll out and just smoke weed.
You could have sprayed something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, this was 9 o'clock in the morning.
It was one guy, I lied to you. He had our whole lobby smelling like weed. And it started slurking through the doggone window. I told the lady, I was like, I don't know what this man's smoking, but it during there got me high.
That's that good.
That's that good stuff.
I mean, he was just lynched with it. I'm sitting there like the smoke had him on a chokehold.
Yeah, he ain't lying about that one, because that man that sat behind me, I was like, I mean, soon as he sat down, that jaw just
smells it.
Smacked me right in the face. I was like, God, what in the world?
And then they come to court dressed like anything. I mean, pants hanging off the tail, white and black. Shirt, I just threw this jacket on and came to court today. No respect. But then when they get locked, this is the last story, then we got to end it. Lady came up there. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. She was like, hey, my kid got locked up last night. I just want to know what court is she going to be in for her video. We were like, well, we don't know because she got locked up last night. And she had a ponytail too. The black girl told her like, we don't know you, ma'am, because she's a late addition. Well, how'd you not know? Girl, stop playing. So the supervisor was like, man, she's a white lady. She's like, ma'am, we're not sure yet, but we think she's going to be in courtroom, but we're not sure. She's like, well, how you not know? Y'all work here. Lady, I will pull that ponytail clean off the back of your head. She was, man, she slung the door open all wide and whatnot, like, girl. And I heard she got to the courthouse and she got to the courtroom and the sheriff put her in her place too because she came there with the same attitude. Don't play with her in that court. Look.
Yeah.
Don't play
folks in that courthouse.
Then one guy came in there yesterday to me. He missed his court time because you can't take your phone and your watch into the courtroom.
Baby.
So he said he had to go back to the car. The man said he missed the docket because he had to go back to the car, and he was mad. Like, bro, why are you mad?
Anybody know that? You don't supposed to bring that in there.
It's a habit. I took my watch off and everything. Took my watch off, left my watch in the car,
and
got out the car, picked the phone right on up. Dropped it right in the bench. I was like, oh, shoot.
Back to the car, walk all the way back around the building again.
I was like, oh, shoot, I forgot my phone.
And like me, I walk through this, like I can have my phone. I'm walking through the security just like this. Good morning. How y'all doing? Good morning. Let's go.
Must be nice. Yeah, baby, I had to go all the way back to that car, take my phone back. I was like, darn it. I don't know how in the world I forget.
It's a habit. It's like it's second nature.
It is. That's what I'm used to when I get out of the car. You grab your phone, you grab
Yeah.
the keys. You like, I took my watch off. I was like, yep, I ain't coming back to this car. I took my watch off. Put my watch down there.
And that walk from the front to the back ain't no short walk neither.
It is not.
Especially if it's cold outside.
Be glad.
You got that
Be
right.
glad I need my steps.
And if it's raining, oh Lord Jesus. We go through the back door when we get in the morning, but during lunch and all that, we gotta walk all the way around the building to go back to our car. Can't use the back door no more.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's the difference?
The back door is only open for when it's time to go home and when it's time to come to work.
Oh.
That's what
Oh,
you know
I mean,
where
that
it says
makes sense.
where it says sheriff.
Yeah.
It's the only time we can go back there when it's time to come in. And I think that door locks at 8. Well, it locks at 9 because I think some people come in at 9. And then it opens back up at 4 o'clock. So we get off at 4:15. Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's how it works. But
It
people,
makes sense because you're going to be late, baby. You're going to walk.
oh no, I had to walk all the way around the other morning. I forgot my watch. I forgot my wallet. So okay, look. I got to the parking lot. And I'm sitting in the car, I'm like, it's time to go in the building, time to go in the building. I'm like, where's my headphones? Where's my earpods? Because I need those while I'm at my desk. Darn. I don't have my backup headphones neither. So I'm like, darn, because they was on my dresser. I'm like, well, I could just go without headphones. Or I could just take this 5-minute ride back to the house.
And you came
Left my wallet. I gotta go back to get my wallet. Sure did. I didn't. Them headphones is what puts me in a whole other world when I'm at my desk. You need to, because I work hard. I'm a hard worker.
Me too.
I am a hard worker.
All right, so let's wrap this
I'll
up.
be tired at work.
Let's wrap this up.
But look, babe, we're going to wrap this up like Laura Lee said. We're going to wrap it up. Let's go around the horn and tell everybody some good stuff to start the week off with. And we'll start with Laura Lee.
This is Laura Lee, the favorite one of the group. Once again, just stay positive and keep God first.
Good advice. Good advice. So, yep. All right, guys. It's Scooby. Just make good choices. Have a great week. Do positive things. Don't end up at the hospital or the courthouse.
Oh, Jesus.
Facts.
I like that, too. I really like that. I am B. Cray, Mr. Unprofessional. Me and my bunny here. We'll call him T-Roy. Me and T-Roy. The advice that me and T-Roy would give you for the week is mind your business, drink your water, and be blessed.
There we go.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Happy
Hallelujah.
Easter. With that being said, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.